course, I get on stream too late. That was a stream trade right there. At least I caught the end of it. Two-legged pullbacks. Man, they're back as long as the volatility is here. Oh, man, what a miss. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Wow, what a reversal. Two-legged pullback. Oh, my goodness. My favorite setup. I don't know how to change my habits, guys. I don't know how to change my habits of getting on stream on time. Why does it take me forever to launch everything, to update the thumbnail? Why don't I do it the day before? I don't know. Should have been on the stream because this was a beautiful, beautiful two-legged pullback. I did take it a little late. Entry should have been right there, but still would have worked. And got it, but I just got on stream, so. Oh my God, okay. People are texting me like. I mean, I do the same thing. I don't type my messages in, in full. I send partial messages, but man. All right, well, kind of missed that on there. So at least I caught that. Should I take it again, though? Might be pushing my luck here, but I'm going to do it. Okay, maybe not. Two-legged pullback is great when it's at the lows, right above the 20 moving average. I'm gonna sell one. I'm gonna sell one because the trap is right here, so I'll add it right there if I need to. That was a way too big of a move to continue, I think. We do have the 15-minute opening range, but I'm not gonna take that trade anymore. Every time I take the 15-minute opening range trade, it's a nightmare. There we go. Come on. You could do it, man. Come on. Why do that? Why be such a little tease? All right. That's not going to happen. That's going to have to pull back. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I cut my grass the first time. My new grass was cut this weekend. It was a lot of fun, a lot of work, because you can't use a big mower on it. You have to use a regular mower, a walking mower. So took forever, but man, it's looking good. I might just call this. I don't know. Should I just end this trade? It's not gonna go up. It's gonna retest these lows. Yeah, I'm getting out. That should hit, but I'll retake it right there if it pulls back. If it goes now, it goes, but better to protect the profit I have. Two more accounts to trade and then some evals, hopefully. The opening range trader was easy today. I don't know, I got like different fills on Top Step, but this is the same thing. This is Top Step eval I'm doing. I got partial fills there, I guess, but it looks like it would hit now. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Just took too long. I lost my patience. We'll look for traps, or maybe even like a decent pullback. So two-legged pullbacks right here is the A+ setup for me, especially at the location we were. So double bottom, you got a beautiful pullback, a new quick high, pullback. It holds above this previous low. So I would have bought up there, but I was just starting the stream and I missed it. So I jumped in a little late, but it was literally a couple seconds. You could rewind the stream, and I got out. So that's how my trades work. And the best time these trades work is when the market's volatile and when the market's pushing down and it creates a reversal pattern at some support. When I do it here, you can see what happens. It's kind of like, all right, at what point is the location not best anymore? Guys, I've made 17,000 in the funded and evals today. Does that include the blown evals from yesterday or no? No, it doesn't. So I made $17,000 today, and I guess we had some news. And I did it in 25 to 26 ticks, just to give you perspective. Because I've been getting some questions. My Twitter is definitely getting more engagement. People asking about many things. I'm at $48,000 now on the month. I didn't update that. But I'm at $48,000. 48,419. So today will give me another $300 times 2 on take profit. That's gonna put me basically at $49,000 on the month. $49,000 in a month, and then I don't know how I'm looking on Apex. Bull Knox, I will not be able to take any money out this month. Lucid, I am not sure. Maybe Lucid, I will be able to take it out on Friday, the last day of the month. I think that's when 10 days would be. By Apex, I have no idea. Apex, I don't have any idea as far as what I could take out when. I don't keep track. Same as I don't keep track of my expenses. The amount of times I got to ask what my expenses were. I did check my Apex. They were at 2,200 or 2,300. If I didn't check any other prop firms, because there's a reason why I don't check my expenses. I talked about this many times. Same way I don't check my Apex accounts and the status of them. I don't even know the status of my Lucid account. I'm up $7,200 with Elite Trader, Elite Trader funding. I have no idea if that's at payout or not. I'm just gonna log into the website one day and I'm gonna see if it's at payout, because I have no idea. The closer you get to payout, the more mind games there is, and you're gonna trade differently. Okay, you're gonna trade differently and you're gonna treat the account differently, because obviously it's secured payout. So in the beginning stages, you want to do that for sure, because in the beginning stages, you definitely want to protect your payouts. No matter what the payouts are, you want to take them, because you need to grow the house account, right? You need to grow your cushion in the game. But once you have a cushion, then it doesn't really matter as much. If you didn't trade with Apex, what is your second to go prop firm? What do you mean by that, Jay Wilson? I trade with every single prop firm I can. Every single prop firm that is not brand new, I trade with, or I tried. Right now, I am trading Apex, Take Profit Trader, Lucid Trading, Elite Trader Funding, Bull Knox, Top Step. I'm trying Tradeify, and I'm gonna try my funded futures, and I'm gonna try Trade Day again. Now, only because I don't show all the accounts is because they're on NinjaTrader. But keep in mind, right now I don't have any. Actually, I do. I have one. Do I have one? Yeah, I have one. These are my accounts with Tradeify. So I have one after payouts, only $600 in drawdown left. And I have one eval that's I'm doing on Tradeify. But Tradeify I just have a tougher time with, because it's on Tradeovate. So I gotta log into TradeSyncer. You gotta log out of TradeSyncer, from the accounts. You gotta sync them up. It literally takes 10-15 minutes to set up your copy trader, and I am just too lazy to do that. And then what happens is I trade it afterwards and I lose the accounts. Or last batch I lost, trading the opening range trade. Obviously on evals I go balls to the wall, so I don't use any sort of strategy on that. I just, as far as size goes, like I do on my PA accounts, on evals I take as many contracts as they allow on the eval, and I just hope the opening range trade works. So if it's not a smooth opening range trade, it might blow the accounts, or in last week's case, I actually lost on the opening range trade, so which I shouldn't even have lost. What is the second good? Take Profit Trader is number one. Take Profit Trader is the number one prop firm. Apex is not number one. Apex is not even in the top 5, guys, if you're not trading with 10 or so accounts with Apex. Okay, Apex is not even in the top 5 when it comes to like comparing, like, let's say 3 accounts to 3 accounts. If I have 3 accounts with Apex versus 3 accounts with Tradeify, I prefer Tradeify. Obviously Take Profit Trader is better, but also the big thing with Apex is obviously the no effort in evals. Like literally I don't put any effort into evals with Apex. Yes, I spend a lot more money on that because obviously you are not as accurate, but I don't waste any time. And I could, if I blow an account, I could replace it fairly quickly, versus with like Tradeify, I mean, it's much more difficult. I trade PMI? No. Fortunately, this left me in the dust. We did have a trap set up right here, and we have one right now. Actually, How much higher can we continue? See if I could get. I should probably trade another account instead, but. So trap setup is basically when it breaks this previous swing low, once it makes a new high. We had it right here and I didn't take it. And you can see how violent the move was. So see how it broke this previous swing. So the key for that is to make it pull back, make a new high, and then break that swing low and then continue. It's great when it does into a support level and a moving average. The location is so important. So same thing like here I took my two-legged pullback. It's kind of too high. The two-legged pullback was right here, right? And that's why I took it right there. But then I retook it over here. This trap kind of is high up. That's why I took only one contract. We'll see what happens. See if we could get 10 points. Stop's gonna move to break even now. Just no luck. Yeah, I should have just stuck to 21 ticks. Would have been better, would have won. But see how I changed things just because I missed. This is stuff that no one teaches you. See how I missed so much profit here, and now I'm chasing that profit. Right now I'm trying to, all right, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this next time. And now I'm trading poorly because I am trying to make back the missed profit on this trade, even though I hit my target, because that's what my target is. The only time I don't have this feeling is my opening range trade. I don't ever care that I miss more profit, because with the opening range trade, that is my profit. That is what gets me success. So many times it will reverse after. Oh man, again it's gonna go, and it's gonna go without me. All right, we gotta switch the account. I can't trade this account anymore because another winner and another break-even trade. You know, 2 break-even trades where both were winners. That right there tells you that you're not trading properly. You're trading scared or something's happening. So we gotta switch accounts because I'm protecting this profit too much. All right, so we're gonna switch. And now we're gonna wait. I am not touching this market for quite a while now. I'm gonna go get my energy drink and we're gonna chill. Do I slow scalp for 1 to 2 points? No, I scalp for 5 points. 5 points is my sweet spot. 6 points actually, right as of like last couple of weeks. But prior to that was 5 points. So 25 ticks is how much I traded to make this profit. All this profit is made with 25 ticks. It just depends on how much size I use. So you have to have a belief in your 25 ticks. If you have a high belief in your 25 ticks, then you could size up. But the 25 ticks, when you take it, has to be the type of 25 ticks that doesn't go against you often. You want to get into a trade at a point where if it enters you, it goes right to profit target. Okay, so that is the key to be able to take this kind of size. But there's no denying, I got denied on Apex for $6,000. So 3 times 2,000 in June. Right? Because I use too much size, and then sometimes trade doesn't go right into my profit target, and it will pull back just enough to hit my max drawdown allowance, and then it goes into my target. So in that case, I get denied a payout. That's why I trade different sizes on different accounts, because like, yeah, I want to, have some 50K accounts. I do trade bigger size like these two, but at the same time, I don't want all of them like that, because what if I do have that one day where it dips down and it doesn't work properly and I don't trade well, whatever it might be. I don't want all the accounts to be with broken rules. I'd rather have some accounts that take a little bit longer to get to that payout. So I trade less size, but I'm not gonna break the rules. Because typically I would stop out for so far I've been stopping out for like around $800 on 2 contracts. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get my drink. Uh-oh, like police is here. The like police is here. Good morning, Corey. I should show you guys pictures of my grass and of my car. All right, so how is Tradeify looking? Anyone know? Anyone checked out Tradeify? I haven't checked it out yet. What we change? What was changed? Okay, the first page looks the same. I guess did they change like the calendar? Did they update the website? Looks exactly the same to me. Oh, did Brett said they have to push it back? Is that what he was referring to? Yeah, they didn't change yet. Okay, I think Brett said that they needed to push back. So I thought that just meant like a couple minutes. I didn't think it was that long. Let me just put it. Wow, what a strong move, guys. I mean, beautiful longs today for sure, and it's my favorite type of market, to be honest. When the market dips down and it starts being strong, it's my favorite type of market. Especially when everyone's bearish. Everyone wants to short. I'm sure oil is pretty wild today. Not bad. Yeah, I guess they couldn't get the new tech going in time, and they probably found some glitches. They probably found some glitches, and So there is a Tradeify meetup in New York City next Monday. If I get invited, I'll go. So it's by invite only. Like you submit your application, and if you get invited, you get to go. So if I get invited, I'll definitely be there. So even though I hate New York City with a passion. Code for 90% off Apex? No. There's no 90% off. It's around 100 degrees outside today. Why do I hate the New York City? Traffic. The commuting in New York City is the most awful thing ever. Anyone that lives in New York City, I am blessing your soul, and I don't know how you do it, and I don't know why you do it. Like, honestly, like, I don't understand why anyone, like I'm trying to think of reasons, but I really can't think of one besides job, right? Obviously, there's better income, better jobs, whatnot. But besides that, and there's a lot of successful, business owners and stuff in New York that they don't have to live in New York. So I wonder why you would choose to live in an apartment building. I don't care if it's a penthouse or whatever. Like, yeah, you get a view, but like you're enclosed. Like you can't to go outside. You got to ride the elevator 20 floors down. Like, I got 5 feet to outside. If I want to go take, quick breather of fresh air, and you don't even have fresh air in New York City. So it's like, I really, every time I go there, I just went there to get my car done. I have to go again to get an alignment done. And first oil change, guys, tomorrow? No, tomorrow. I gotta check. I think it's Wednesday. It's gonna be exactly a year ago since my car was picked up. A year ago exactly, I picked up my car. Which is crazy to think about how fast the year flew. Yeah, fresher in Central Park, but it's still crowded. Well, Boston, I'm sure, is not any better. Any big city. I don't even care about New York City. I'm talking about every big city. Chicago. All those big cities. Boston. I don't know. Even like Miami is one where it's like, it's almost borderline to be okay in the condo, but still, like, if I was in Florida, like, I wouldn't want to live in the condo. I would like to have oil's tanking. Oil is tanking. What's going on with oil? Sheesh. I wish I had an eval to send on oil. Maybe I do. Let me see if I have an eval with Bullnox. So there was a denial with Bullnox that is pretty interesting, which I don't know if this is a big move on oil or not. What do you guys think? $860 worth per contract. I don't know if that's a big move or if that's normal. It just seemed big on my other chart. But NQ is just trucking along, guys. Insane. Crazy we closed that gap yesterday. I was hoping we could do it today. Boston is clean. I actually never been to Boston, so I definitely know what you mean by that. Even Where was I that I said it was cleaner? Even like Chicago's cleaner, but Chicago is a crazy place. But yeah, New York City is just awful. Only time I go to New York City is for either work on my car to the dealership because my brother works at the Porsche dealer in New York City. I go to the Ranger games, hockey games, or I go to the Yankee games, baseball. That's the only like 3 reasons I go to the city. Occasionally, you go out to eat or go see the Christmas tree or something, but like obviously restaurants and stuff, there's so many to choose from, but it's so crowded. Like you go into a restaurant, it's like you're sitting on top of another person. It's like I personally don't enjoy that, but oh, you're going? Nice. Oh, so you got like an email back that you're I thought they didn't send those out yet. I didn't get Yeah, I didn't get that yet. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna go. I do like New Jersey. I mean, New Jersey, the thing is with New Jersey, and I always talk about this, is like, when I travel for work, I'm like, wow, like I just drove 45 minutes and it's a different world. Like I had a wedding, was it 2 weeks ago? And it was literally we had cows. Like when we're driving there, there was cows, farmland, like crazy windy streets. I'm like, wow, this is a road for my Porsche, not for my van. Like I want to actually go back to that venue because that's how fun of a drive it was as far as the windy roads. But it's just a different world, and we're actually saying like, what if someone comes to New Jersey and this is the first place they visit? Like that's why like you can't judge a state by going there for a week. Like, you just can't do that. Am I booked up for the wedding season? Yeah, I have 8 parties this weekend, guys. So this weekend, I'm definitely not streaming Friday, and I'm definitely keeping a short stream on Thursday. 8, I have 2 on Friday, 4 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday. And I'm trying to get off from Sunday to be able to go to this a festival. Not like a music, like a town, it's a Polish thing. So it's like imagine like your town having a carnival, but no rides or anything like that. Just lots of beer, music, fun people. My friends are DJing it. I do one as well in a different location, but so I'm trying to go to that if I could get off. Because Sunday I only have photo booths, so photo booths are not bad. I usually get someone to work. But yeah, these stats are making me not want to DJ as much anymore, and definitely not want to. I want to sell the photo booth business, to be honest. The photo booth business, like when don't make any money trading, it's great income. I mean, I make easy $50,000 a year from the photo booth business after expenses. So after paying my guys and not taxes. Like taxes now is what kind of changed the business model, right? So like with the photo booth business, I have a white label photo booth business, meaning I don't book my clients unless I'm DJing the wedding. Like Friday, I have a wedding, right? I'm DJing. I have a photo booth at that wedding. Yes, that's my client. But every other photo booth job I do, I don't sell the photo booths myself. I have other companies, DJ companies, that use me to work under them. So it's like an umbrella. So it's called subcontract. And I get a 1099. So it's much different, when you're paying small percentage of taxes versus when you have to add up your affiliates, you have to add up your trading income and your DJ business, right? So I add up all 4 of those together now with photo booths, and the tax bracket is pretty much close to the highest one possible. So it's a lot different. The margin gets cut a lot. So now I'm thinking about, is it worth doing it? Now, I can't really get out of it instantly, but I'm trying to I already did that with one company. I'm trying to phase out that, which I already pretty much did. I still have a job for them Sunday, one of the jobs. But they're getting their own photo booth, and they're trying to learn, and I'm trying to teach them and trying to pay it forward. Because they helped me out, over the years. I mean, one of the reasons why I was able to trade is because of these companies. If I wasn't booked DJing, I was booked with photo booths. I mean, all year round. I used to do like over 200 events a year. How much do I take per party? Well, DJing is a lot different. DJing, I take between 3,000 to 4,000 after payouts or after payroll. So my average wedding costs around 4,000 or 5,000. So I keep around 3,000 to 4,000. So I usually have 2 people with me, which for them, that's great money. I mean, and the photo booths, it depends. It's like 700 to 800 per photo booth. So like this weekend, it's going to be a 10 grand. But, I didn't work last weekend. This past weekend, I didn't work. I had a wedding cancellation, which I'm really happy about, because June used to be my favorite, like not favorite, but my busiest month. Like I asked not to get booked on Wednesday, Thursday parties this month because of I don't want to work Wednesday, Thursdays for proms, because I want to be able to focus on trading, and then obviously with all the stuff going on with the house. Now I'm getting so many weeds by my trees, so now it's going to be another project because I didn't do mulch right away, and now it's like, you learn so much when you start doing things. You paid $500? Oh, God. I won't even leave my house for $500. A good DJ around New Jersey, but New Jersey is the most expensive for weddings, besides New York City and California. It's a different world anywhere else. There's not many full-time DJs outside of tri-state area in California. Some in Dallas, some in Florida, but different world, Like the weddings we have. I mean, my friend is a florist. My best friend is a florist. I remember helping him out. This was, I think, 2020, right before COVID. It was February. He called me to see if I'm open, if I'm not working, because he really needs help because he has a massive wedding. And the wedding was $22,000. That's how much the client paid. Now he's doing weddings for $100,000. He was just featured in Vogue magazine. Like his couple was, not him, but. But yeah, DJing is fun. I've been doing it for 20 years now, so it's a passion of mine, but it does get a little bit annoying sometimes. Like this weekend, I have a wedding that, I have to learn Albanian music. I don't know Albanian music, so it's like I gotta like actually sit down and go through the music that they gave me, download the songs, buy the songs, um, and go through them, listen to them to see like what sounds with what can I mix together, what I shouldn't mix together, and just at least be prepared a little bit. I wish I could find an Albanian DJ and just have him come with me. At this point, it would save me time and headache. PhD. Right now, it's 90% is word of mouth. I've been doing it for 20 years. Like Friday's wedding. I know her for so long. She gave me so many weddings in the past from her friends. And then I actually did a wedding for, I think she's the one that kind of recommended me as well. But I did a wedding for a U.S. national team soccer player. He plays in the MLS now. He played for Chelsea for a little bit, but he used to play on the national team, in the U.S. national team. So I did his wedding. I have his jersey, actually. I think I have it. So he gave me a jersey. I actually wore it on my last DJ, like last half hour of the wedding. I actually was wearing it. The defenseman. He actually just won the defenseman of the year last year, I think, in MLS. All right, guys, I don't know what to do. We're going straight up. We're going straight up today. And how do we buy this? Like, give me some ideas. What are you guys looking for to be able to participate in this type of market? This type of market is the type of market that I don't know how to participate in after a certain time. Over here, I felt like I was already chasing, right? And I got out for 2 break-even trades. We go back. I don't know what account that was on. 417. 428. Yeah. So you see, I took 2 trades here and I was already getting out break even. Look how beautiful my entry was, and I still couldn't handle it. So like now it's so hard. Maybe I should work on some evals, maybe some scalping, some evals, getting in, trying to see if I could still be on the right side of the market. Do I have any evals? That's the thing. I don't really have many evals to trade. I would have to buy some from Tradeovate side of things. So maybe Tradeify. Let me see my Elite Trader funding account. How is it doing? How many days till payouts? My info, trader dashboard. View stats. Okay, so I'm on day 6. I need 10 days on Elite Trader funding. No, I'm day 7. So yeah, end of this week I should be able to get out. I don't know how much I could take out actually. Let me see payouts. Because if elite trader funding could really be good for a little bit, like again, I'm a type of trader that I'm consistent. My P&L is consistent, and I don't take out big payouts. I just take out a lot of payouts over a long time. So I usually don't run into these issues, but there is an issue with bull knocks that was brought to my attention, which I understand, like, you know, they have a discretionary flipping rule, but you know, they want you to trade consistently. Okay. So they want you to trade consistently, and it's up to their discretion as to what is a flipping day. So if you're not trading the same, you know, type of volume and your P&L is way off, then they might consider the smaller day a flip day, even though it's significant profit. And that is not something that is fair to the trader, because every day is going to be different for most traders. If you're not trading the way I'm trading, if you're trading, you know, by letting runners go or whatnot, you know, everyone trades differently. They scalp, they do this, they do that. Your P&L is going to drastically change from day to day. And this person has a $7,000 day, and with the $7,000 day, a $1,000 day is now a flip, which I don't think is a fair. Elite trader funding, yes. Elite trader funding has a rule where your biggest day, in order for next day to count as a trading day, has to be 23% of that, right? 23% of the biggest day in order to count as a trading day. So if you take $7,000 times 0.23, that's $1,600. Yeah, so in elite trader funding, you need $1,600 for it to count as a trading day. But that's in their rules. That's okay. But Bullnox does not have that rule. So they're using their discretion, which is not good. So I want to reach out to them again and see what they say, but that's just not the right thing to do. Now, I don't have any issues like that because I don't trade big. Like, I have small accounts, you know, I keep withdrawing. I don't make a lot. But the faster you grow on these prop firms, the faster you'll run into issues with payouts. That's what I've been seeing. Trading smaller and just being consistent is the best way to stay under the radar and never like, oh, this guy is going to take out 30,000 next payout. Let's see what we could find. Yeah, Casey, same thing. I usually trade reversals, and this was my best setup possible today. I just wish I could hold, right? If I could just hold one time, this is what makes Patrick so good. He's able to hold. You know, Patrick is able to hold these crazy runs. Like, this is my A+ setup. If I had, like, let's say 5 contracts and I just let, you know, let it go. I mean, we're talking, you know, scale out and then let one go. It's 200 points. I mean, probably get out here because it broke the moving average. You know, it could be like a $5,000 day. Especially passing evals. I should try to pass evals that way. But it's so hard to wait for this move. This move doesn't happen often. Or what if What if I take a two-legged pullback like right here? I have a two-legged pullback right here or even here. And then, I have a winner of 35 points and then it reverses. Then I'll be pissed. So it's like, how do you know? Yeah, I'm not shorting this market. Hell no. I feel like a lot of people are stuck short, or that's what their bias was. But the 15-minute opening range trade worked again. See, every time I don't pay attention to it and I check back, wow, instant win. Because all I got to do is take a trade right above, which we also had a trap there. But basically, as long as it closes above, I could take the next candle, right? So it's got to close above the 15-minute breakout on the 500 tick chart. Like these candles didn't close above. They just went above. But this closed, and it's an easy win. So why every time I took it last week, it didn't work? Or it gave me a lot of drawdown first. But yeah, we're on a good heater right now. So just feeling good about my trading. I really hope that it can continue the rest of the month and into July. I think if I continue growing to 150K accounts, a 6-figure month is in the horizon. Now, this is not just throwing some random numbers out there, but this is literally just going based on how much I make on the 150K accounts. Like if you look at, I have, that's $1,000. I could even make more. I'm going to size down on the Elite Trader funding. There's no point of making that much anymore. I still got to trade for 3 days. So I'm just going to make sure that I make enough for the 23%, which let's see what that is. Still got to make 575. So maybe I'll stick to the same size. But like if I have 150K accounts, I really think I could get to a 6-figure month, maybe August. But I need those with Tradeify, Apex, and Take Profit. Everything else 150K and Top Step. But Top Step is gonna be a slow growth. Top Step 150K is not gonna really give me the ability to scale up for a while. I'll make, $400 a day on Top Step, and I gotta probably make like $3,000 to get to like more contracts. I don't know. I forget what the scaling plan is on Top Step, if anyone knows. I would need like 5-6 contracts. I know it starts with 3, but when do I get, trade 5? Because once you do 5 contracts, that's significant profit. Maybe we could get a reversal too. I am going to look for a reversal eventually. I just need to do it on the right account. Let me see if I got any Apex money today. I've been getting a wire transfer from Apex like every day. It's actually annoying. I miss the 1 window or 2 windows a month. I got 3,900 today. That was frozen. So we can make a new low. And then quick. So we can make something like this. That's a bad drawing. And then this previous swing will be the trap, right? But this needs to keep going lower. It needs to get below. Like if we get below here first, or at least to that, so that way this could be the support that we need to break. And I'll take a quick short. I think it's still very bullish, so the longs need to get tired for this to snap off. And I've been long in this situation before, and it just keeps making new lows or new lower highs at least. New lows, sometimes it's more difficult, but it's kind of, if you look at from here, like it's making new lows. So if this happens for like, an hour or half an hour, the longs might start getting a little tired and eventually bail. No, I haven't not Mooncake. I've never traded with Rhythmic. Copy trader, I didn't even know it existed till recently. I was supposed to make a trade sinker video this week. Oh, I forgot. It takes forever to make videos. And I got to build a website with codes, guys. I think that's the new trend. Everyone's building a website with codes. So funny. It's like no one's trading anymore. Just let's make a website with a bunch of codes. Five lots after 2,000. That's not bad. Because once I get to 5 lots, I'm good. So 3 lots would give me $400 a day. So after 5 days, I could do 5 lots. And then after like 10 days, I could take out my first payout. So I wouldn't want to ruin my drawdown. Is Rhythmic Copy Trader free? I think so. But so is QUANTOWER. You're better off using QUANTOWER. Trading on Rhythmic Trader Pro is so clunky. Still trying to push higher. Let's see. Like that's what I'm saying. We got to look for some kind of exhaustion where the longs just give up. How long does Apex take to approve and give a payout? You can't have an answer to that question. No one knows. So I could tell you my experience. I requested last Friday, not this past Friday, but let's say I requested on Friday the 13th. I did not get approved or denied till basically the 18th or 19th. So almost a week. Not quite, but 18, 19 is when I got my decision. And I requested on the 20th, this past Friday, and I got approved on Saturday morning in one day. So it just depends how complex your trading is, I think. how much they have to check. I did get denied a bunch of payouts. Otherwise, I would already be, if I didn't blow up last week, let's say the bull knocks accounts, especially, and my take profit, and I didn't blow some of the Apex accounts, guys, I would have had my second best month. I would have been at 60,000 plus this month. It's mind boggling because, again, it's not the opening range trade lost. I chased, like the opening range trade didn't fill me in on all my accounts, only filled me on 3 accounts because it moved so fast. And I ended up chasing and I lost. And I got frustrated because obviously when I chased, I didn't want to stop out. I wanted to add, and yeah. But this is so far the payouts. So I got, this is still under review, but it's blown. I don't know why it's under review. This account is on the 5th payout. So we got that approved, disapproved, disapproved. So this account, actually, account for this one, this account is actually one of the accounts that survived that day where I blew up 13 of my funded accounts. This account was one of the ones that survived by some miracle. Just didn't have enough size on it, had decent cushion on it, so it survived. But that's why I got denied, because I went through the big drawdown. So you could see I requested all these payouts together, pretty much, right? These were all together. And look what happens. 2 get denied, 3 get approved. So they check each account individually. Approved, denied, approved. And this one I blew, so that same day. So all this happened. But yeah, it's 248 payout records. What a journey. How many ticks do I do for my opening range trade? All my trades are the same, and it's around 25 ticks right now. But it changes all the time. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I was doing 21 ticks. I've tried 27 ticks, which I like 27 ticks. Gives me $300 on Take Profit Trader payouts. Today, I'm going to get like $297, you know, because I made 375 times 2. I really need to get back to 5 Take Profit Trader accounts. How far am I? 77,000 and 155. So if I could just get, I need to get this to 159,000 and get this to, how much is the $75,000 account? Is it $4,000 target? I don't even know. Should probably check. I'm at 2,300 now, so experience is the best thing for ORB. Yeah, watching the market open every day and trying it. I mean, that's the only way to do it. I mean, I can't really teach it to you because I do a lot of it by it's not science, it's not black and white, it's intuition. The way market opens, and like what I feel is gonna happen, and I enter. Like today, I enter short. I didn't even place the long order, right? So like the craziest thing about this ORB is, because it's different than my last year's ORB, the craziest thing about this ORB is that it would have worked with Apex 2.0. When Apex changed the rules that you can't do the opening range trade, it would have worked. The way I'm doing it right now, it would have worked. on that, and I stopped doing it. Well, I didn't know about this method till recently. This method only started for me 2 months ago. This is why I'm on such a crazy streak. And obviously the traps and the two-legged pullbacks helped me with the confidence because I didn't trade that many. You know, you got to realize I did 1 account at a time with the opening range trade in beginning of May. And I did 3 accounts, and I did 5 accounts, and I'm doing so many that it's almost scary. It's too many now. I did way too many accounts. I only traded 1 account after everything else been traded. You know, but I don't have that many accounts either. I want to be at 40 accounts. Once I'm at 40 accounts, I think I could split them up more. Do I play market? No, I use stop orders. So it's like this. Stop long, stop short. So if the price goes up, it'll fill me in. Price goes down, so it'll fill me in. But where you place the orders and how you do it, that's the trick. But that's how I enter. That's why sometimes I might miss it. Stop market. I don't use limits. You don't really get that much slippage, and you don't want slippage to screw you over on copy trading. You should never use limits on copy trading because it's gonna just screw you up. I could activate a Lucid Phidias account. Did I activate it? No. I gotta activate a Phidias account. Maybe I could trade that if we get a pullback. Because I need like few dedicated streaming accounts where I could trade those. Because right now, I also have a live account with Phidias. I just don't trade it because of but where's my can't activate it funded? Why? How do I make a payment for? Is it because I only have 2 trading days? But I got an email that it was 1 day to pass. But if we don't get a pullback, it's gonna be horrible. This is gonna be horrible. Yeah, I have an email that. Well, let me see. How much am I gonna take out from Elite Trader funding? Oh, it's 8 trading days for Elite Trader funding, guys. That's tomorrow. It's not 10 days. But see, this is what Bullnox needs to do. active trading days. What are active trading days? An active trading day is you must make at least $200 in total realized profit. And the total profit must also be at least 23% of your best active trade day. This is the number one rule that it's hard. Like it's not complicated. It's hard as far as to do it, right? It's not easy. You can't. The problem with prop firms lately is people are YOLOing the account on day number 1 or 2. There's full porting. They're going all in. This is why Apex came out with all these rules, and now Bullnox is feeling it. People are going in, and I knew it right away. Like I don't want to ask the questions. Like it's like something's weird, and yeah, of course, you know the person has a huge day, the first couple of days, and Bullnox doesn't have this in their rule book. It's up to their discretion to determine what is an active trading day, and it's not fair. Versus Elite Trader Funding has it written right here. So if you don't like it, then sorry, but you must go somewhere else, right? So I love this part. But how much can I take out from a 150K account? Because once I get a payout from this, I am definitely gonna. First payout cycle on 150K is 2750. So 2750. Good money coming in for landscaping? No. Hyro, this is my like first payout with Elite Trader Funding in over a year. So this payout is going to fund me a lot more Elite Trader Funding accounts because you could have 20. I'm not going to do 20 because they put you live pretty quick, so there's no point. But I would like to have like 5 with them as long as I get approved. So let's just see. To make 2750. 7,800. Perfect. So tomorrow if I win, I'll be able to request 2750 from Elite Trader Funding. I heard that Elite Trader Funding has a 10-second rule. Did you know that? No, I did not know that. So we'll find that out. I thought they got rid of it. Oh, they got rid of it. Oh, that's Phantom. They got rid of it. That's why I signed up with them. Same thing with TickTick Trader, guys. TickTick Trader got rid of the 10-second rule. So I'm going to be signing up with TickTick again. Now, TickTick is my OG prop firm. TickTick is so dear to my heart because TickTick was like an OG in a lot of things. Now, TickTick was the first prop firm to have one-day pass. No prop firm had a one-day pass except TickTick at the time. And TickTick was the first one with direct trading accounts. Okay, it's not fast track trading. It was TickTick Trader that had the first set of direct to funded accounts. Now they were kind of complex and you couldn't have multiple and you couldn't, you could have up to 3, but you can't copy trade type of thing, so it was first run at direct accounts, but they were the first ones to do it. That ES Trader, that they changed that in March. I did not know that either till this. That's why I love having my Discord. They're the ones telling me all this stuff. I was checking rules, but I'm not sure if I'm getting accounts with them. I feel like there are hidden things. Yeah, I mean, there might be. I don't know. But see, like, when you trade and you don't give up, then you're at peace. Like, if I get denied, whatever. Like, do I care? No, like, I'm testing. That's why I have one account, not 10, not 15, not 5. I have one account. If I'm going to get approved and I get paid, I'm going to do more. It's exactly the same thing I did with Lucid. I have 3 accounts with Lucid. I got 1 payout with Lucid, And now I'm going to go for 3 accounts because that's how many I could have direct accounts. You could have 5 total accounts with Lucid, but 2 of them would have to be with eval funded, which I used to have one. I even might have gotten a payout with the Lucid funded. I don't know if I got a payout with the Lucid direct or funded, but yeah, I got one payout, got approved, and I'm trading the same now, and I'm gonna get more accounts. That's how I do it, you know. Now, again, if you go out and start swinging for the fences, you make $50,000 in 10 days. Yeah, prop firms are gonna look at you a little bit differently. They're gonna use their rules to, you know, try to screw you over sometimes. Because Bullnox has a flipping rule that's up to their discretion, and the biggest day will determine what is a flipping day based, you know, same as Elite Trader Funding, but they don't have a percentage. So if you have a $6,000 day, apparently, or $7,000 day, $1,000 day is still not good enough, which is not something that is fair. But with Bullnox, you're never going to have an issue if you don't have those big swings in P&L, if you stay consistent. But that wasn't the case just, you know, 5 months ago. 5 months ago, Bullnox had no rules. You know, now they have a bunch of rules. And there's one other rule that no one talks about, but average time for under review depends. I just talked about that. I just waited. The previous Friday, the 13th, I requested. I didn't get approved or denied till end of last week, like Wednesday, Thursday. And then I requested on Friday, and I got approved on Saturday. You know, so like, it's so dependent on how you trade the accounts, how many trades you take, how close were you to breaking the rules and all that stuff. Yes. After you pass the challenge on Take Profit Trader, there is no activation fee. You're going to get a credit. Okay, guys, if you happen to trade with Take Profit Trader and you happen to pass on a Friday, you're not going to get the credit till Sunday night or early Monday morning. Do not activate your accounts, okay? Do not pay for the accounts. You're not going to get a refund, but you're going to get a credit, okay? You're going to get a credit, and you're going to see it on the checkout. Also, I totally forgot about this, but Take Profit Trader also gives you back, if you get a payout with that account, they give you back the fee. I forgot about this, and my friend just mentioned it to me. He's like, why do I have an extra $105 in my payout? I'm like, oh, I forgot that they have, you know, the refund on the first payout. If you get an account to pay out, then they'll give you a refund, which is crazy. They don't have to do that, and they just throw money away. But hey. Is that an indicator that shows all the account summary? Yes, it's from LDQ. If you just Google it, LDQ QUANTOWER plugin, you'll see it. But QUANTOWER is coming out with their own version of it in the next update. I don't know if it's going to be as good looking. I don't know if it's going to be as good looking and clean, but they're coming up with a way to keep track of all your accounts, which they should have done 2 years ago. Tamslin, oh man, I don't know where you found I don't know where you found that, but that's not the case. Minimum time of 1 minute, dude. 99% of people, not 99, I would say 60% of people don't trade for 1 minute. That's just a statistic I came out with just now. I don't know the real stats, but there's no rules on Take Profit. You could do whatever you want on Take Profit. The only thing you can't do is trade news 1 minute before and 1 minute after. All right, we're getting that pullback that I talked about. So we're breaking that support. So now if I see we did have a little bit of a trap right there. So that, technically we did have the trap there, but let's see if we could get one more. How much is their safety net? What prop firm? And the flipping rules in the Bullnox is gray and unclear. Yes, for sure. Gotta avoid it. Gotta stay consistent. That's the only thing I could tell you. I try to reach out to them and it's like, I don't know if they're like, it says they're based in Delaware, but I don't think so. I feel like that, or their staff is just not in the US, or, you know, whatever. Like their language is definitely, the way they explain things, you can sometimes pick up that it's like translated, or English is not their native language. The safety net is the same as every other prop firm, except it doesn't have that extra $100. So like 25K is $1,500, not 16. $2,000. I mean, 50K account is $2,000, not 2,100. So anything over 2,000 you could take out every single dollar. So if your account is at 52,003, you could take out that $3 that day, put it in your wallet. It's literally mind-boggling that you could do that. 25K or 50K to start with. The 25K is pretty solid, unless you think you're gonna need more contracts. If you're gonna need more than 3 contracts, then the 50K is a good choice. But if 3 contracts is enough for you, then I think 25K is a little bit easier to pass, and it's a little bit easier to get to, you know, that safety net. WB trades, yes. That is so people don't YOLO the account and they don't, you know, risk the whole account on. So they basically have a non-static drawdown. It's basically like having drawdown, you know. Again, I don't care. I'm gonna be taking money out as soon as I get over the safety net, baby. Take money out tomorrow. Take money out. I don't see. This is why, like, I don't recommend any prop firms, and, you know, like, I don't push any prop firms. I use prop firms. There's a big difference, you know. There's a big difference. I don't make videos every day. Oh, what prop firms you guys should use? I don't make videos, or, you know, about the rules of prop firms and stuff like that, because it's all relevant. The way you trade, right? I don't get in trouble with those consistency rules and stuff like that, so I don't even know about them sometimes, because I am consistent. I'm making pretty much the same profit. The one time I did get an iron bull knocks, I did have a bigger, you know, day, and I got denied. But I also flipped. I actually did flip, not only, you know, so like I didn't even notice it was the big day. I figured that I just flipped. Because I actually did flip. Okay, let's see. Can we, so if we break this down, I am going to take this. But so far it's not breaking down. Maybe. See, it should happen like this, where it's instant sell-off. It's LDQ. Shy, it's LDQ, not LDG. Yeah, new trader. Don't look at the ratio. It doesn't, the ratio is only there for evals, right? People always compare the ratio. I don't pay attention to that too much. I wouldn't stress that part. But yeah, sometimes the ratios don't make sense. Like the 100K accounts on most of these, like I don't get this. Why do the 100K accounts give you, we go from extra $500 in drawdown, but you have to make extra $3,000. How does this work? Like who came up with this? And why is everyone sticking to the same thing? A 100K account should be $4,500 target and $3,000 in drawdown, if anything. Like we go from 25K is 1,500 to 1,500. Then we go 50K is 25 to $3,000 ratio. And then we go from 50K to 100K and it's 3,000 to 6,000 ratio. Like who comes up with this stuff? All right, well, that didn't work. Crazy how strong this market is today. The reason why not to look at the ratio is because it's for evals only. And, evals are evals. So you got to focus on the funded accounts, right? That's where you make money. So whatever is best for that. The reason why I like the 25Ks over the 50Ks on take profit a lot of times for most people is because you could use 3 contracts. You're not going to use more than that, right? I'm starting to use more. So I kind of want to have 50K accounts. But, you get over the safety net a lot quicker on the 25K account than you do on the 50K. It's $2,000 versus $1,500. So it's extra $500. So if you're trading small, that's extra 2-3 days of trading. It's just marketing, yeah. But like, why is every prop firm using that? Like, to change the model. Tempted to take a short. Should I stick to longs only? I don't know. I hate this, guys. I am so out of tune. My lower back is so sore. Like I'm painfully sore too. Like I don't know if it's from the ab workout, the ab machine, or from might be from rows actually. I really, like last year I achieved so much in life, and the one thing that's lacking this year, and well, obviously last year too, is my gym routine. Like I just can't seem to find myself to, and that's what I went to school for. I used to be in amazing shape. Like my major in school was exercise physiology, minor in nutrition. Like that was my passion, and kind of just stopped. And I always said like, oh, I wish I could just trade and be profitable. And then if I could just be profitable with trading, then I would just spend so much time at the gym because I would have so much free time. And now I have the profits and I don't go to the gym enough. So I'm going to really focus. I'm going to attempt the two-legged pullback here. See what happens. Should probably just do one contract. And definitely need more of a 20-tick target. I'll do 2 contracts. Two-legged pullback. See if it goes. I want to get to the point, Jason, where it's like you enjoy the gym. Like you go because that's all you want to do. Is like you want to feel the pump. You enjoy it and it's fun. Oh, something. That was a big spread on that candle. Fat Alpine trades better than skinny Alpine, yeah. So now it's time to get in shape. I'm 180 pounds. In my best shape ever, like I was 125 pounds in high school. My best shape ever, I was like 167 pounds. And it took forever to get to that because I was very skinny. Well, I got trapped there. Weight doesn't equal health? No, of course not. That's why like BMI is the biggest bunch of crap. Anyone that's why I go to the doctor and they check your BMI. I'm like, what are you even checking? BMI is the most useless measurement when it comes to health. BMI is literally your weight to height ratio. Like, I'm 5'8". Like if I was 180 pounds and I was ripped, oh yeah. I mean, that'd be nice. But that is not the case. Height to weight ratio is a true measure of visceral adipose tissue. How so? Yeah, that visceral fat is the fat that surrounds your organs. It's not the fat that gives you cushion and heat. Visceral fat is the fat that's in your organs. So sometimes you'll see like the apple bellies. So basically like a belly that's big but hard. That is because the fat is underneath the muscle tissue or surrounding the organs. So that's like choking your organs, and the worst type of fat. Okay, we got to stop out of this trade for a nice loss. And we'll retake it. We'll retake it right away here if it holds. A pound of muscle and a pound of fat is not equal. That's all we got to say. And that's why BMI is not accurate. Well, I got trapped there, guys. So don't do what I just did. Unless I got saved. Maybe there was a trap right here. Ooh. That'd be sweet. No. Getting rejected. I'm going to get stopped out here for a nice $700 loss. Probably $750 with commissions and slippage. So we're going to have to retake it. If it holds 982s, I'll retake it. And if it doesn't hold, then we'll look for a short for a big win. Gotta learn about calorie deficit. Yeah. Again, I majored in exercise physiology and minored in nutrition. Calorie deficit is kind of all you need. People are like, oh, what should I eat? You know, is this healthy? Is this not healthy? If you're gonna make yourself miserable, like I had a couple friends in college that were, because of the major, that they were miserable in life because they were such, you know, their focus was on bodybuilding. And they were actually the most unhealthy people. Even though they were in such crazy shape, they were like so unhealthy because they were so skinny when it comes to body fat, and they wouldn't eat anything. You know, it was all just like they were lacking vitamins and they just didn't eat anything. It was, you know, they don't even have a drink, or they don't go out to eat because you can't go out to any restaurants. Like, just not only not healthy, but miserable, man. Like, that's not the way to live. Wow, am I going to get saved on this? Nutrition is more important than training for body fat, yes. The best diet, breakfast, White Monster, lunch, White Monster. See, the best breakfast is Red Bull and M&Ms. That's the breakfast of champions. We used to call that. During soccer practices, that's what we used to call it. Breakfast of champions, M&Ms and sugar-free Red Bull. Oh, man. But in high school, like, you eat a pack of M&Ms. Like, I mean, I was 125 pounds. I could have ate a pound of M&Ms and I wouldn't gain a freaking pound. But once you get older, your metabolism slows down and things get more difficult. Yeah, poker. So actually, my plan, I would like to do like, I'm okay with eating once a day. So I really want to, that's what I used to do. So I would do like a 24-hour fast. So like you eat, let's say 7 p.m. night before, and then you don't eat till 7 p.m. then the next day. And you do that once a week. Start the week off. And then after that, you would do a pretty much like, I think it was 1/3 of the day. It's like 16-hour fast. So like, 8 hours you sleep, 8 hours you don't eat. It's like a morning fast. And then you eat like 2-3 times smaller meals for the rest of the week. But you don't eat for 16 hours a day. And that kind of keeps you in the, like, it doesn't keep you in ketosis, but it keeps you kind of, you know, in calorie deficit, and it keeps you, you know, just a little bit of a detox type of feeling. And then you're going to burn fat for sure, as long as you do some exercise. To lose a pound of fat, it's like, what, 3,000, 4,000 calories or something? Forget. And to gain muscle, you got to eat 2 times your body weight in protein. So like whatever kilograms you weigh. It's a kilogram. I forget. Is it kilograms or pounds? And you multiply it times 2, and that's like your rough intake for calories from protein. Yeah, this trade sucks. I should have gone out. I should have gone out one and be able to save myself. But I'm gonna get back right in. I'm not worried about this one. Yeah, there you go. 1 gram of protein. That's to maintain, but to gain, to bulk, you need 2 grams of protein. Because I used to always bulk because I used to be so skinny. Why am I getting into these trades when the price action just stops? Like, come on. The longs are going to give up soon. Yeah, it's got to be a routine, but you can't fast routinely if you want to. You got to change it up, and you got to enjoy life too, you know. But it's a good jump start. Kidney problems drinking protein because protein powder is not natural, and your kidneys have to filter that. Protein powders they're not good for you compared to like eating meat. Everything's got to be in moderation, you know. You got to drink a lot of water. And I don't have any trade day accounts now. I lost them last week. I haven't bought new ones yet. I think I'm going to get stopped out here, guys. I don't think there's a chance for this to continue higher until we pull back more, and then the longs are going to give up. The longs are like me, and they're getting tired of patiently waiting, and they're going to end up bailing. If they're long from anywhere down here, it's time to bail once this breaks. However, if we, let's say, break the 982 and we hold, then I'm going to get right back in. Get grass-fed protein. But the thing is, it's still powder, right? Your body still has to filter it, So that's the whole thing. It's like taking pills, vitamins and stuff. It's not as healthy to take vitamins with pills versus eating vitamins with food. Like natural, organic. The way your body absorbs it is different. But it's all moderation. It's all moderation, and it's all like, calculated. You can't overthink everything. It's going to drive you nuts. Let's see if we hold. If we break this low here and we hold, I'll take the trade again. If we don't hold, then I'm going to look for a short. Yeah, unfortunately, I got trapped, which is unfortunate. But again, if we hold, I'm going to get right back in. But got to get above 983 now. Get right back in here. Yeah, it's head and shoulders for sure. I just was today was the price action is very bullish, so that's. But here I was looking for shorts, but unfortunately we recovered so much. We might just chop around a little bit, but if we start breaking down, then I would definitely look for a short, and I could definitely make this loss back. Once we start selling off like aggressively, there's got to be an influx of sellers. For now, I'm gonna re-enter long and stop out the lows here. Okay, I'm long. It's gonna be a $400 stop loss, and if this loses, then I'm gonna be done with this idea, and I'm gonna look for shorts. Again, I am playing the big trap here of this level. But not the ideal location, kind of in the chop end of things. I think selling off is going to be more violent. If we continue going higher, it's going to be grindy. Kind of similar, like I feel like the opposite reaction is always more violent. Yeah, it keeps rejecting my order, so it's gonna be a loss. Usually I like to be in trades for a minute, Usually I enter and it goes right into my target. When it does this, I mean, I did get stopped out break even on 2 trades before that were winners, so maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I think this is gonna be a loss. I would like to see this instantly. This has got to be instant. Like how do I miss this? Right? So we have a pullback, a new low, boom. Look how instant the trap just plays out. Versus here, it's just not it. But hopefully I'll get a good setup to enter short once we start breaking down. It's gonna be hard to make this loss back without risking the whole account, which I might. Now I have $1,000 in drawdown. I might risk the whole account. So I'm gonna risk $1,000 in the next trade, probably. And take bigger size. Might lose the account three attempts. I don't really mind. Again, I am trading more for practice now. This is more practice, trying to find something that works. This is more for entertainment. It's more for streaming. My trading day is done, right? My trading day is done after pretty much 10 o'clock. So we had a beautiful setup here, 3 trades. Opening range trade, 2-legged pullback, trap. That's it, right? That's my day. Now it's trying to see how can I learn something during chop, or how can I find a reversal to the downside? I'm very comfortable with taking reversals to the upside, but how can I find reversals to the downside? And sometimes you got to do the opposite first. So I'm longing here, right? I'm longing here and now I'm losing. Okay, what's causing that loss? How can I flip this around? And that's how I came up with all my strategies. You take losses first, and now you start to understand, all right, well, this was just a big trap in the bigger time frame, because I can't forget that I used to trade traps on 1 minute, right? I used to trade them on 1 minute, not tick charts. See what this looks like. This looks a little choppy there, but I think we're going to get a nice sell-off. Once the longs really give up, right now it's still in chop. All right, it's still in the range. But we could get a nice trap. Just give it to me, please. Do I trade my take profit trader accounts differently? Typically, no, but sometimes yes. One of my take profit trader accounts, I got to a payout in one day. I did the 350 algo trade. So at 3:50 p.m. we have that crazy spike. And usually I have a theory that usually when it spikes, it will go in that whatever direction it starts going in, it will continue in that direction. And that's what I took. I took 3 contracts and I made like $1,700. This was last week. But typically I would trade the accounts much slower. Okay, 200 moving average. I could get a trap. I need to see it. Two-legged pullback. I don't see it. Maybe I should download Thinkorswim again because on Thinkorswim I could invert the chart. Because a two-legged pullback here would be this. This is 1. This is 2. But I'm going to take the next low. I'm going to use this as first pullback. This is second. And we'll see what happens. But it needs to stay green. If it's going to keep going red, then that's a problem because then I don't get my setup. And the setup was here. And then where I stopped out should have been a short entry. So at least I took a good stop there. That's important. But see, like now it's very strong. Now there's no green candles. Now it's like, all right, why is this momentum changing to the downside now? It's because everyone that was trying to long here was the final straw, and now they're gone. And now I'm gonna have to chase. But I'm gonna chase because this account is only $1,000 drawdown left, so I'm okay with blowing it up for research. Need a green candle, and the next one I'm gonna take. See how much more volume there is now. Look how fast the ticks are moving, and I'm gonna take a short if it makes a new low. But big bounce actually, a lot bigger than I expected. Just got paid by Google. I made $310 on YouTube last month. Because I don't run ads anymore on my streams. US bases might be attacked in an hour. Why would they tweet? Sounds very legit. It's like, oh, let me tweet that I'm going to do something before I do it. It's like a real war is, a war is now on social media between countries. Like we think prop trading beef is bad. Well, there's no way that's a long trap there. Now I'm going to stick to shorts, I think. Trying to justify a long, I don't know. But like this, it's not a good entry anymore because this is so strong. It's a 30-point bounce. I want a single candle pullbacks, not. Is that for the whole month? What is? Can you talk to your opening range setup? Could I start streaming earlier so we could learn from your opening range trade? No. Is that for a whole month YouTube pay? Yes. That's YouTube ad revenue. No one makes money on YouTube from ad revenue. Everyone makes money on YouTube from affiliates and sponsorships. That's pretty much 90% of the people that make money on YouTube. That's how they make money. I didn't know that till obviously recently, but I always wondered like why are these people making sponsored posts all the time, like car channels, like finance videos do make good money. Like if you get millions of views, you can make good money, but you got to get millions of views, and your channel has to be finance based. Why can't we learn from you? Because I got banned last year. We can't learn the opening range trade because it got banned last year, and I also don't want you guys copying me, which I know people will. And you could come up with your own, because I talk about the opening range trade and how I do it all the time. I have a 500 tick chart. We're all in sim, it shouldn't matter. Well, tell that to the prop firms. Why would I put but X, like think about it this way. Someone enlighten X what happened last year. I'm not talking about in theory. Last year I was talking about in theory and some people called me crazy and I started showing it and it got banned. Literally got banned. Now they can't ban it unless I explain to them how they could ban it or what they could do to ban it. But they can't ban it the way they banned it last year. Last year, like I just said earlier, if I would have done it this way, there's no way for them to ban it. The only way they could ban it is obviously time restriction. But then I would come up with something that I would, I would avoid that. But I'm going to take a stab right there, see what happens. Super lame. But why? Why do you care, X? Do you know that I tried to copy so many people and I never found success? Why? It's only 25 ticks, right? And I show how I do it as far as what I do. So you could do it yourself. Just watch the open every single day and start going for 25 ticks every day. Or go for 10 ticks first and see what you could come up with. It's that easy. It's literally you place an order to go long if the market goes up and you place a short order if the market goes down. That's it. That's all you do. I mean, it's that simple because there's a lot of range expansion at the open, right? The open is going to have a lot more volatility than the pre-market session. So right at 9:30, there's going to be a lot more volatility and you just want to take advantage for 25 ticks. And once you get consistent with it, then you start increasing your size. Then you go into funded accounts and then you start increasing your funded accounts and then increasing your contract sizes in your funded accounts. So there's steps to it. But it's 25 ticks. Then you use your own stop loss. Whatever stop loss is comfortable for you. Do you want to place your stop loss ahead of time? Do you want to place your stop loss afterwards? Do you want to just mark it out of the trades? That is up to you. Well, Ashbull, no, it's not about that. Let's not be bullies. That's not about that, right? He's being polite. X is being polite. He doesn't know the history. And And it's a fair question. But look at me right now. I'm trying to learn and nothing's working right now. Like I should be off and I should be enjoying the day. It's about 100 degrees outside. I should be on my deck, chilling and getting ready for gym instead of trading this horrible price action. But I'm trying to learn something. I'm trying to learn how can I find a way to trade range markets. I found a way to trade trendy markets. I found a way to trade the open, but I can't find a way to trade the range markets, which is what we've been getting lately a lot of times. Once the market becomes rangy, my win ratio just drops terribly. And I overtrade. And I always get it the wrong way. Why do I get it the wrong way? Right? So I'm trying. You know, you're always trying. And you learn the most when you're trading. Not by watching, but when you're trading. I learned a lot more about this price action here than I did about this price action because I wasn't in trades here. But here I'm in trades, so I'm learning a lot more. You know, we really are in the range, and I'm trying to find a break of that range. Right? I'm trying to find a break of that range instead of waiting for the break of the range. And that is the mistake I'm making. I'm not waiting for a clear break, clear momentum to the downside. This was a key sign that this is pretty strong move, right? If this was a really sell-off, this would have never happened. This probably would have never happened. This would have just had a one green candle and continue lower, like we've seen many, many times. And more likely, that's going to happen once we break and hold below the support, below this range. Once we break it and we actually hold down there, you know, a couple more minutes, then it's going to probably sell off if it does. And it's going to be so obvious in hindsight. Does TickTickTrader have QUANTOWER? I believe so. They used to have Rhythmic. Do they not have Rhythmic anymore? I don't know. Maybe they don't have Rhythmic anymore. I'm not sure. I am 6 for 6 on the opening range. See, I didn't teach it to you. I just told you the basics and you went out and did it yourself. That's what I want people to do. No, I have not. I tried it like maybe once or twice a long time ago, but it was too slow. I was thinking about doing it on YM as well. It worked a couple of times and then it stopped. It probably would work on ES. You just have to look for like, you know, a lot less ticks. And look, my entry is the support now. It's the opposite, right? Same thing here. When I entered the long here, both times, I went to long here, it became resistance. I entered long here, became resistance. Now I showed it here. Now this is the support. So see, like I am on the complete opposite side of the market right now. Maybe I'll get saved here. Maybe we'll break down the support and then continue selling off. But that's a long way to go. And then I'm going to add more to my winner. And hopefully we get a solid 30 points or so. Where do you put your entry on the opening to get 25 ticks? That's a tough question. See, let's see if we could get. See if we could hold, and then I could enter. I'm gonna enter one more contract here, and then take profit on that would be. I think right there is pretty fair. Area marking, yeah, for sure. But it's also streaming, right? It's also streaming. Like I'm trying to like what am I gonna? I just sit here and then not trade, and it really bothers me because then I get the opening range trade question over and over again, and it just bothers me because the market is just not behaving. Like my trades happened here, right? But I'm just too late to the stream. Like I should be. This is what my plan is. When is it gonna happen? I don't know. Start the stream at 9:25, and have a stream starting soon thing open. As soon as I finish my opening range trade, go live. Like not go live as in start the stream, get viewers. Have the stream going already, right? Have the stream going already. And as soon as I'm finished with the opening range trade, just change. I used to have this. Let's see this. This is old. So don't worry what it says. I don't even know what it says. There we go. This is what I used to have last year. It's actually pretty accurate. We have 80% off with Apex and 30% off Tradeify. So let's see, I could use this. There we go. Tomorrow I'm going to use this. Just delete those payouts. That's what I got to do. To really get on stream and just be able to take some trades with the stream in the first 30 minutes. Because I think that's when I could really do well. This is the market that it just does not behave later in the day for the way I trade. But I just was up. I was just up, $500. Did not take it. So if I lose on this, that's going to be my fault. But a Take Profit Trader account 30 minutes ago, but still no email from them. What account? Rhythmic or Tradeovate? Did anyone has issues like that with Take Profit Trader? I'm assuming this is your brand new account. First ever, like sign up. Take Profit reset and the account isn't showing. I had that issue. I had to email support and they had to give me credit for the resets, which was nice because then I reset my 150K accounts instead of the ones that rebuild. Where'd you email? What email did you use? No, I'm talking about to Shy. Shy said he has no answer for 7 days, but what email did you use to email Take Profit Trader? Okay, let's see if longs get tired and really give up. They shouldn't be behind. Okay, when you have issues with Take Profit Trader, make sure you use the email.
Oh, I was up $1,000 here. Wow. I thought it was up only 455. I was up 900. Sheesh. Trying to make back my loss in one trade. Not a good habit. Not a good habit. But as long as we keep making new lows, would be good. But if this spikes up, then I'll be out. I'll blow the account. It's my third attempt, so three losses usually blow an account. Yeah, Tangeline, if you don't get it tomorrow, just email me. I'll try to reach out. Sorry about that. Were you here when we were talking about fitness and diet? And fasting and visceral fat? We could tell by your picture. That's why I asked you if you were here. Yeah, I was saying how like I achieved so much last year in financial life and with progress, so many things. But the one thing I kind of lacked on was my health, at least my fitness. So I'm trying to like, because I used to go to school for that. My major is exercise physiology and minor in nutrition. And I mean, that was a long time ago, but you know, I was crazy fit. I used to enjoy working out. That was like my favorite thing to do. Yeah, I haven't had any bugs with Take Profit besides like when I blow a funded account, sometimes it doesn't reset or doesn't like disable, so I have to email them for that. And then the evals that reset did not reset. So like it rebuilt me, but didn't reset the evals. So they had to give me credits for that. And it looks like I'm gonna get blown out. Got greedy on that. Would you pay more taxes as a contractor or LLC? The taxes are the same. You have no taxes different. The only taxes that are different is if you have an S corp, but that's only if you make over 6 figures. But I don't have an S corp, so my taxes, my DJ business is an LLC. My trading business is personal. Taxes are the same. There's no difference. LLC is a personal tax income. It's just a Schedule C form, but it goes through your personal name. It's not a completely separate. There's a lot of prop firms that don't allow you to trade under LLC, so it's really up to you. But there's no difference. Okay, there's no difference at all. Opening range strategy at 3:50 p.m. Yes, but not that same way, but yes, I have. I mean, I got a payout last week with Take Profit Trader on the 350 move. But it's not what you think. It's not like I do it the way I used to do it last year. Okay? I don't do the same thing anymore. Let me just show a video from last year's opening range trade. So maybe you guys could do that if you want. You could go for it. I'll show you a this is my opening range trade last year with the first big payout on the line. I needed one more trading day to make a $25,000 payout request. That was the first time I requested a big payout. So ignore this. I used to schedule the trade so it wouldn't trigger before 9:30. I used to trade it a lot differently back then. See, I will place the orders, but they're local. They don't actually go live till 9:30. So you'll see, once this gets down to like 2 seconds left, that's when the market is going to open. These orders will go and actually become live. Okay, I guess one more minute because it's not 9:30 yet. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, it should be now. Yep, so now they become live. Adjust a little bit. This is a very slow opening range too. So I'm in long. This was a very slow one. So you could tell I was, you can't tell, but I was very nervous. I was very nervous there, but I secured a $25,000 payout with that trade. Let me show you a fast one. This is from January of this year. Again, I've changed how I do it now. That's why I'm showing these, because these are old. And you could, based on this, you understand the concept and you could come up with however you want to enter. The whole concept is here. and I'm out. So I didn't even get to place my stop in time. Yeah, that's all it takes. It's just, and that's 29 ticks, guys. That's 29 ticks. And you could get a lot more. So you could do 40 ticks. See, $282 per account. Nice and easy. Okay, we're not going higher, so it's still potential that longs are really gonna just bail out and it's gonna sell off. But I've done it on news events, SkyMat. I used to do it on news events, like not major news, but like, you know, like the 9:45, 10 o'clock news that I knew used to move. I used to keep track. I would do it, but then you get burnt a couple of times and you're like, wow, why did I even do that? So again, it's all learning lessons, and there's few people in here that do the open range trade, and I bet you we all do it a little bit differently. Because I don't teach it, right? So if someone's doing it, they're doing it on their own. Come on, dump it. See, there you go. Tamslin, how are your payouts so far? Are you going the right direction, or I forgot? I'll be at $49,000 today, guys. $49,000 on the month after my Take Profit Trader payouts. And then if I win tomorrow, I'll be requesting Elite Trader funding payout, which is going to put me at 52,000. And then if I could just get $4,000 more from somewhere, from Apex or Lucid, and take profit for the rest of the week, it will put me at my second best month ever, guys, which is insane to think about. Up over 9K. Nice. Yep, that's what I did, Tamslin. I did one account. On this new version of my ORB, I did one account, then I did 3 accounts, and just kept building it up. Come on, dump it. I just hope it doesn't trigger me in and reverse. I wonder if I should even add. Should I just let it go with 2 contracts? I'm up 800, 900. So if I add right there and then it bounces, it's going to stop me out much faster. Well, I am in. Up 1,200. Let's see if we could get that momentum now. Come on, baby. Ah. Can't get that momentum yet. I like to get like 5, 6 candles red in a row. That'd be nice. Really pushing my luck on this trade because I was up a lot. And it's not gonna work. Damn it. Too greedy. Best month ever, 82,000. It's not gonna work. It's gonna stop me out now. Because now I don't have enough drawdown. It might work eventually, but not with 3. Because I added, it's gonna ruin the trade. So we got a rejection here. Let's go, Tam. I mean, I don't really do much. I don't really do much. You guys are all... I'm just sharing what I can, my journey, right? And you guys, I'm not teaching you how to do it. Exactly. Like that's how I would be. Like if I was... I don't want to learn the way I would learn like bodybuilding and stuff. It's not by like you telling me what to do. I want to see what you're doing. And then let me just copy you, right? As far as like what I like, what I don't like. All right, you're doing this. Okay, I'm going to do this. You know, I'm going to see what is right for me. I don't want you telling me what to do because like, I'd rather see what you do and then take it from there. I think that's just the better approach. Because it's always so easy to say the right things. So easy to say the right things. Damn, you killing it, bud. Well, unfortunately on this trade, I'm getting greedy. On this trade, I can't seem to get the move I'm looking for, which is the sell-off that is going to happen eventually when the longs just give up. But I'm not going to time it right. I had enough profit. I mean, I was up like $1,500. Could tell you exactly how much I was up. 1,300. But maybe we could get it again. Maybe we could get that target. So I took 2 losses, Danny. I took 2 losses on this account. I was down like 1,100. And trying to get a big win now. I'm getting greedy. So hard to get a 30 point, not even 30. Is it 30? Yeah, 33 points. So hard to get that. But if you're in the long and it dumps on you, so easy to lose 33 points. How long? So Chris, don't pay attention to whatever everyone else's journey is. Everyone has a different journey when it comes to prop firms. I came into prop firms when they were brand new, or at least they were new. They weren't like popular. Because when I used to trade with prop firms back in 2021, now I didn't stick to it a lot because the rules were so hard and It just didn't make sense. But when I said, because I had this channel since then, I had this channel since 2016. And when I used to talk about futures trading, when my channel was based on stocks, no one cared. No one wants to know about futures when when we're all trading stocks. So there was no hype about it. So last year is when the hype kind of grew, especially 2023. That was like a big, slow like grind, and it kind of started to blow up. And then 2024, January, February is when it really took off for prop firms. But everyone has a different journey. So you can't ask me a question, how long did it get you to get a funded account? Because number one, I don't know. And number two, the only stats I can show you is like my Apex. I got a payout on the 4th and 5th funded account. That's all I know. I don't know how many PA accounts, how many eval accounts I had before that. But every person's journey is going to be different. So don't compare it to yourself, Enjoy the journey. It's a lot easier to trade prop firms than it is to trade personal capital. But if you've never traded personal capital, unfortunately, you might think that prop firms are a scam. You might think that, they're designed against us, and they are. But trading is so difficult on personal funds that we should just be super happy that prop firms exist and it's possible for us to make money even if they have crazy rules. Now, this is my personal opinion, and this is what I believe in, and this is what I do. Now, I'm not telling you what to do and what's right or what's wrong, but I'm just saying I've traded personal capital. I know how difficult it is to make consistent money. And in prop firms, it's much easier to make big money, and you could be even inconsistent. Now, I did watch a video. A friend of mine sent it to me. It was a good video. And I want to make a opposite view, because this guy made a video how he stopped trading prop firms for good. And one point was that obviously NASDAQ and indices are very inconsistent. So they're very difficult to trade overall. Come on, hit this target. They're very difficult to trade overall because they change, right? They change a lot. There's no, like in stocks, you get to pick and choose what stocks you want to trade that day based on what they're doing and finding your criteria for the stock. If the stock's doing this, I'm going to trade it. If the stock's doing that, I'm not going to trade it. And you have, hundreds of stocks to choose from. Versus in futures, we're trading NQ. No matter what NQ is doing, we're going to be trading it. So he had a point about that. And then second point was how on prop firms, in order to make like $500,000, you technically got to make $1 million before because of the safety nets and all those different things, which I don't really agree on. There's ways to, like, if you make, 500K on one guy made 1.3 million on Apex on one single account. So he made 1.3 million and they took 10%, and that's how much he made. But if you have multiple accounts and you do it the way I do it, yes, you have to make a lot more. Like, let's say if I'm up 140,000 this year, or now it's going to be 145,000 this year, I probably had to make a lot more profit to be able to withdraw the 145,000, right? But then you ignore the losses. I'm probably not even net green on the year. When it comes to, if I take all my trades combined, I'm probably not even green on the year. You could lose $500,000 and make $500,000 in prop firms. When you take your trades at face value, you could be very unprofitable overall and make a lot of profits with payouts. It's that side of the things is what he wasn't mentioning. Krishana, no, this is not the channel for that. I don't do signals. Yesterday's trading, Mr. Pushup, was wild. I lost 4 evals and I passed 1 eval. I think it was like something like that. I went short, got partial filled, then reversed on me. I went long, still get stopped out. I went one trade on oil, got stopped out. It was just a mess. And so is this trade. This trade is one of my messiest trades because I had so many chances to get out for profit, for a nice solid profit. And I am just going to ruin this account and I have to start all over again because I just refuse to get out for a small profit. Big profit on this trade, but small profit on the day on this account. Or maybe even small red. Do I ever trade ES? No. I used to. When tariff market happened and the volatility was insane, I did trade ES as well on micros. Because the same setups on ES could happen as I trade on NQ, and then you have more opportunities to trade because you have two different instruments. And they're not going to be identical. So my signals could happen on ES and not happen on NQ. It took the famous Al Brooks 10 years. I mean, I lost for solid 3 years. Then I became slightly profitable for another 2 years. So 5 years, basically didn't make any money trading. I stopped losing, but I wasn't making. I'm, $10,000, $15,000 a year. That's pretty much break even. But I didn't have prop firms back then. I started seriously with prop firms in 2023 in April. And I have not missed a payout since then. Every month from May of 2023 to now June 2025, I've gotten payouts. Can this just dump? Come on. We're grinding lower, which is a good sign. Every time it goes higher, it doesn't go as high as previous highs. And every time it goes lower than the previous lows. For the most part, this was a double bottom here. But besides that, it's going lower. It's going lower. So hopefully could fill in these targets, go right back down to VWAP. I mean, at this point, you're asking yourself, is it worth the extra 4 points, But now Apex is going to review my trades. Like, this guy trades for 20 seconds. And then this trade took 2 hours. Let's take a look. But another payout, and also if you're new to my channel, today is, let's count the days. Since May 7th, I have not missed a payout from Take Profit Trader. So every day I received a payout. So we have the 7th, 8th, 9th. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, the Memorial Day, so it doesn't count. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Then we have Juneteenth. No, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Then Juneteenth, 31. 32 days in a row with the Take Profit Trader payout, guys. 32 days. All small payouts, guys. All small payouts. Only a couple days I made $1,000. Come on. Come on, hit this target. Boom. Let's go, Warriors. Oh man. Should have taken that profit though. Why can't I just get like a straight down move? Oh well. Yeah, I hope it comes down. We're gonna play it still. I was nicely green though. I was up like $500. Oh my god. Oh, greed, man. I'm always greedy on the wrong trades. I don't understand. Why can I be greedy on the right trades? It's already 12:20. Wow. Probably gonna end this stream once this trade is over. Even though we had some good topics of conversation today. I have a crazy busy week with work. So I want to jumpstart some come on, break it, break it. I'm gonna trail it by a candle, guys. No point of giving it all back now. If it doesn't want to go, it doesn't want to go. This account could be out of payout though. I don't know how many days I have. So if this target hits, maybe I could get a payout from this account, even though I might get denied. I don't know how much I was down here total. I was down like 900 almost. But only for like a split second. Boom. Now it's gonna watch. Now it's just gonna puke. Oh man. Yeah, now it's gonna give me those 6-7 candles in a row. Yeah, because I only had $1,000 drawdown left on this account. Do I have Tradify accounts? Yeah. Unfortunately, not in good standing though. One after payout, and then just working on the new eval. I only have this funded, which I gotta add it to my copy trader for tomorrow. Videos is taking 4 days now to process my payouts. From what? Funded or from live? Well, you request them on a Friday. So if you request on a Friday, it doesn't count. I don't remember how long it takes, to be honest. Usually like a couple days. But I only did the 25K account, so they also work different. How do you connect NinjaTrader to QUANTOWER? So I use what's called TradeSyncer. I just got an ad on Instagram from a prop firm called Alpine Funded. Yeah, they've been around for a while. I think they're a CFD prop firm. But yeah, they've been around for a while now. I think even before I traded futures. But that's honestly how I came up with my name too. Because I used to ski a lot, and I used to see all these companies around, like Alpine, Stereo, you know, like just top, because it's top of the mountain, right? Wow, now we get the sell off, huh? I freaking knew it. I knew I mistimed it. I'm like, this is gonna probably start selling off as soon as I get out. But at least I got out on the right side. I was saying that thinking I'm gonna get stopped out and then it's gonna go. At least I hit my targets. So that's good. And I made back. I made 870. I made a lot on this. I made like $1,700 on that trade. That was crazy. Oh shit, this is a 25K account. Is it? No. It's not. But let's see how many days do I have on this account? Can we get a payout with this account today? I mean, not today, but this week. $14 days was my previous payout. Oh, it's 415. I got 1, 2, 415. Did I just get a payout from this account? Ah, I just got a payout from this account. So that's not gonna happen. I just got a payout from this account 2 days ago, or 2 trading days ago. It's my 3rd day, so we'll miss the payout by a couple days. They have new rules. What new rules do they have? Oh, so they said they won't, but the system might think. So they have to like manually override it or something. Like the days counted. Phidias is a prop firm. It's an auxiliary prop firm. That's the only reason why I use them. It's an auxiliary prop firm. I put it in my copy trader. I don't think about it. I would not use them as a primary prop firm. How are your Phidias accounts? I have one. I have a live account with them, and I have a one funded, but I haven't activated it yet because I don't think I could activate it, even though I got the email. But I think that 1 day pass promo is over, and I don't think I could do it now. I think I gotta flip it one more time. I think I gotta flip it. Let me just flip it really quick. Because they used to have a 1 day pass promo, and now they don't. No, but see, the account's not showing up. So there's something going on. Oh yeah, maybe I need to log in and out. That's been happening with QUANTOWER. Yeah, so the account's there. Just gotta activate it. So I gotta activate that, and then got one more Apex account to activate. That's passed. I have two because there's a 25K somewhere. Yeah. But I don't know if I'm going to activate this 25K, to be honest. Really want Top Step accounts now. And definitely want Take Profit Trader 150K accounts. Now it's going to be harder. How is it going to be harder? What did they change? Wow, what a sell-off. Wow, I am... Can you hedge your Apex evals? Yes. Minimum $150 for winning day. All 10 days. What a sell-off. My goodness. All right, but I got to focus here because we're going to get a reversal to the long side. I'm just glad I didn't stop out. Jeez. That would have sucked if I got stopped out. But it was so difficult to get this. Like if it started to sell off, like I would have probably pushed more for the bigger target. But it was such a pain. It took me 47 minutes to take that, and now it's just falling off a cliff. But this is beautiful. So now I'm going to be looking for this pattern, okay? All I'm going to look for is the two-legged pullback, so it's easier to draw it. So a sell-off is happening right now. I'm going to look for a pullback, a new higher low, a new higher high, a pullback, and I'm going to go long above that. You'll see. But that's my plan now. And that's going to be a quick trade for 27, probably 30 ticks. I'm probably going to end up taking it way too soon, but depending on how low we go. Depending how low we go, because now it's going really fast. I might even go for 40 ticks. Tamsleen, have fun. I'll join you. I'll join you in a little bit. I'm going to try to go to the gym again today. I went yesterday. I have such a nice gym now, and it's a 24-hour gym, so I used to always make excuses that my gym closes early, so I switch gyms. It's a newer gym. It's empty. It's small. Why a reversal rather than pull back to sell again? Because overall the market's still bullish, and overall I prefer buying reversals. I don't like going short at the bottom. What is my system to take out payouts from Take Profit Trader? Just one trade a day. One trade a day, you know, $200-$300 a day, maybe $400 a day. Just one trade though. One trade, and I rotate my accounts. So I had 5 accounts, and I only have 2 because I lost 3 accounts. But the reason I didn't lose all my accounts is because I didn't copy trade them. So I always traded only 1 or 2 accounts at a time. I never would trade more. And hopefully I continue on this streak so that way when I pass the new accounts, you know, I could restart those. I am thinking about resetting 1 more account just to be back at 5. So I'm working on 2 evals, and I'm thinking about resetting 1 more 25K account. But again, I would like to have 150K accounts. All right. Now I'm going to be looking for a 2-legged pullback. Don't follow me into any trades. It's just I'm telling you, because what happens is when you're a streamer, people say, hey, you're just gambling. This is a double bottom. Do I count this as a pullback? Well, hopefully this is not going to... Hopefully it gives like 1 more low. Come on, break these lows because I got to go pee so bad. Why are we melting? I don't know. I feel like this is just a technical melt. I don't even think it's politics, but I was expecting this melt. I talked about this from here, where the longs just start to bail. It's gonna reverse, and now we're finding support. So let's see. But it could be news, right? But I never trade news, so. But I gotta go pee so bad. All right, first pullback. Now I wait for a second one, and I'm gonna enter. Sheesh. Too big of a red candle, but I'm going to do it anyway. Volatility is speeding up, guys. Speeding up. There's some news with Iran, and there's also some technical sell-off happening, but oil is dumping, guys. Oof, oil is dumping. Usually I go for like 25 ticks. Right now I'm going for 40 because the volatility is high. Hopefully it doesn't burn me. Could burn me though. God damn, guys. Why? Never mind. I love trading. Trading is easy. Told you guys. No panic. Don't panic. We got this. No reason to panic on the pullback. When it misses your target by a couple ticks, it's fine. You guys all panic too soon. It's all under control. All right, that concludes all my accounts. I've traded all my accounts. The only account I didn't trade today is my Bolnox, which is waiting for a $4,300 payout, which I already counted in my payouts. So if I, for an odd reason, I get denied, then I will have to deduct $4,000 from my payouts, which would suck. I don't see a reason why I get denied because I'm consistent. But oil is dumping, guys. Jeez. Need some evals. Fuck. This is where evals come in handy. Maybe. Sheesh. Let's gamble. We're already done gambling for the day. Lou, how is Thrive going for you? You try them? Wow, what a bounce. See? This is why I say I don't really care for anything. I trade my patterns. Well, at least you took a payout. Did you lose a lot? I remember you said you were trading with them. Did you lose a lot in potential payouts? Maybe they missed the bombs. Or they got intercepted. All right, maybe I'm gonna stick on stream for a little longer. Should I just? I don't know what to do. Ninja Trader accounts. Should I full send the long on? I could send a long on my funded futures. Screw it. We're going for it, guys. Try to go for it on my funded futures. I have like the worst luck on them, but wow, oil is dumping. Woof. People are gonna be making money on oil today. Gosh. I'm going to try to pass in one trade. I'm just going to... Wow, oil is tanking. Fuck. I'll take one more off. Who knows? I'm gonna go pee, guys. I've been holding it. But what's going on with oil? Is there any oil experts in here? Like what's causing oil to move? Like is it a good thing when they're bombing or is it bad? If oil price drops on futures, is that good for consumer or is that bad for consumer? I don't know. Mi no comprende. I was around when futures went negative on oil. I will be still only halfway to passing this damn eval. Could have probably passed it if I just held. I haven't had my funded futures account in so long. Think about longing on oil soon. Should we try the reversal pattern on oil? Come on. Hit it. How is it not hitting my target? Oh my God, I'm like so zoomed in on this. QUANTOWER charts are so much smoother. I'm not a fan of Ninja. Just hit my target, please. P&L is right here. Oil is still going lower. I really want to take a long on oil. I need it. Maybe on evals, guys. Maybe I should trade evals aggressively. This is the time. Let's see if I have take profit eval. The good thing about take profit evals is they're $100 to reset. So like 150K account is actually cheap. Or maybe Tradeify. I mean, I should do Tradeify. I have take profit trader accounts. Tradeify is what I need to work on. See if we get a trap here. I'm gonna add.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
It's hard to focus on everything. I have oil going here. I don't know if I have any evals with oil though. I guess I'm gonna buy a TraderFi eval. But no, I have a TraderFi eval I could trade. I don't have my NinjaTrader set up properly, guys, so apologize. Nope, just got the bounce. Just got the fill there. Up $2,000. If I could fill these, I could be close to passing. Is it 1 day to pass on my funded futures? Or is there a 50% consistency? I should probably know this now. It's 1 day to pass, or is it consistent? I don't even know. I don't even know which account I have. Oh God, I don't even know what account I have. Oh, we'll check after and then. You have Started Plus? Okay. So Started Plus is 50% consistency, so I should get out. I'm at 1,500. Wait, someone just said Started Plus is 50% consistency. Come on, guys, get your together. Okay, so I'm gonna get out.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, so I made 1560, so that's about half, right? 1536. That's good. We good? Okay, let's try to trade this eval 05. All right, this is a TraderFi eval. We go to tick charts here. I really want to take long on oil though. I feel like that's a good trade right there.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's see if that goes. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. Man, this is fun. I like trading this type of stuff. But see that the tick charts just don't move as smooth as QUANTOWER's tick charts, right? Am I crazy? Like, I feel like there's more detail in these candles. Like, refresh rate is faster. Maybe it's just more zoomed in. I don't know. Oh, okay. So I'm not going crazy then. It's an actual thing and you just got to fix it. Okay, do we take this long, guys? Do we take this long?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
But if that goes up, oil's going to go down. I don't want to get filled. Oil's going the opposite of NQ, seems like. But see, the two-legged pullback was the two-legged pullback again was the reversal. Again, the same way it did it in the morning, it did it again. If we could just focus on that, right? Like, let's just rewind. At the open, we had a sell-off. When did the bounce start to happen? When we had a two-legged pullback. So here we're moving down, making a new low, making a new low, making it pretty much a new low.
Order filled.
Oh, I'm long on oil. Hold on, guys. Don't let me forget that. Oh, God, I'm down on oil. We're down. Oh, false breakout. Jeez. But the tick chart's not a good visual. What? Why is my CL going up on QUANTOWER and it's going down on...
Order filled.
Guys, what's going on? My oil on QUANTOWER is going up. How is it going down on here? This is crazy. What's happening? Look, it's going up. And here it's going down. What in the world's happening? Is this delayed? It's delayed, isn't it? So I should be fine. Refresh, refresh. Where you refresh? Reload? Well, I should be able to survive because the lows were 7. Yeah, these are the lows. So 74. So I don't know if I'm gonna survive. It's not a different time frame. Sean, a time frame is not gonna tell you. But wait, maybe he has a point. No, look, the price is way different. 72 and then 72.30. It's way different. Way different prices, guys. Yeah, there's been an issue with Trade-of-8 and Trade-of-5. I mean, a Ninja Trader. Even my funded futures had an issue. But am I long in NQ as well? No, I was gonna say. Let me go to a 1 minute chart and we'll see exactly where we are. But it looks the same, but it's not. How much of a delay is it? So confused now. Now it's the same. Or close. But no, look, this is at 72.20. This is already at under 72. It's not spreads, Tucker. This is not CFDs. With CFD trade brokers, yes, you could see that. There's got to be something we're missing. I wonder if I'm getting some data issues. Let me log out of Tradeify. Or actually, I'm going to log out of my funded futures because my funded futures was giving me an issue one time. So let me log out of that. Actually, I'm going to log out of Tradeify too. Okay, I think now it's the same. I think it's my funded futures messing it up. Yep, now it's the same. Yep, it was my funded futures. I was messing me up. Which I don't know why. Oopsies. Goodbye, Tradeify. Tradeify, I'm cursed with Tradeify. You know how some people say they're cursed with their prop firm? I'm cursed with Tradeify. I just can't do it. Oh, what a waste of time. Anyway, let's go back to the reason why I like my two-legged pullbacks. Okay, so I was saying earlier, instead of trying to find the bottom of a pullback, I just wait for a two-legged pullback first, right? So instead of trying to find where the bottom is going to be, because sometimes buying the support doesn't mean anything, you know? Could just break through. But it never made a two-legged pullback until here. This was the first two-legged pullback, and then boom, reversal. Okay, so basically what that means, two-legged pullback just means it tries to pull back twice. So it's like a double try pullback, whatever. I call it two-legged. I don't know if that's the name. I've heard that term a long time ago for something else, and I just use it. You have a pullback. So it does this twice, not just once, because if it does it once, you don't know if that's going to be You don't know if it's going to continue. But if it does it twice, there's a high chance that it's going to continue. It's got to be in the right location, though. And that's where I like the reversals. Okay, so it happened here. And then look at this sell-off here. And then we have a two-legged pullback once and two. And this was the breakout. So this was the second pullback. It was like a deeper one. So we got first pullback here, second pullback here. So above this pullback, I go long. And yes, it does, you know, break down a little bit, even gives you a little bit of a trap, but eventually it ends up, you know, ends up being the right move. And it didn't happen anywhere else. It did not happen anywhere else. I'm trying to look. Yeah, once it started to sell off, you didn't have a two-legged pullback at all because here it doesn't count. We got a pullback. It's double bottom here, so it doesn't really count. And if it did count, it wouldn't even make the trigger because if this was the first pullback and this was the second pullback, see, it doesn't break these highs, so you don't even enter. And this was the first time. So if you just look for that, that's what I do. Then avoids me a headache, and then I'm pretty much in and out of trades pretty quickly, and that means I could size up to, wow, oil is dumping. Goodbye. Tradeify. Tradeify, man. Oof. Definitely some long potentials, guys. I just don't know what other evals do I have to trade. Top step. Really want to get funded with Top Step again. Tradeify, I don't know. Tradeify is like a hit or miss. Like I might just go straight to funded because I feel like I spend more money on these evals than I would on straight to funded, or at least maybe I'll spend a little bit more money on the straight to funded, but I'll save myself. I'll save the headache of trying to pass the damn evals. I don't know what it is. I never traded at the right time because it's on a different platform. It's just for me, it's a quick scalp, Shanky, but I've noticed that yes, a lot of times I miss a big move. I can't get funded with Tradeify, biblical. I could Tradeify, I just can't get funded. But I did get funded on a 150K account last week on FOMC, and I blew it on Friday because I didn't copy trade it with the opening range trade, and I ended up trading it afterwards and made a boo-boo. But make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. A lot of people watch, they don't even subscribe because they forget. Once you watch the same channel a lot of times, YouTube is still going to push it to you, even though if you're not subscribed. How do you like copy trade that allows Tradeify? What do you mean? TradeSyncer? I use Replicanto, but TradeSyncer is what I use as well. I got to make a video about that. It's such a good video to make. So I link one of my accounts. So I'll trade the open. And one of my accounts from the opening trade will copy trade into TradeSyncer. And then that account in TradeSyncer is also linked to NinjaTrader as the lead account in NinjaTrader. And then in NinjaTrader, it copies into the other accounts on Replicanto. Now, the only reason I do that is because with TradeSyncer, to have multiple connections, it starts to add up really fast. So if you do Apex, Bull Knox, Take Profit, Top Step on QUANTOWER, and then you just want to have one Tradeovate account with Tradeify, right? So that's the only platform you're going to use Tradeovate with. Then you can use TradeSyncer. You don't need NinjaTrader. But if you want to start copy trading into Tradeify, MyFunded Futures, Trade Day, you know, a couple other prop firms that have Tradeovate, TickTick, for example, then you want to do NinjaTrader with Replicanto, because Replicanto is a one-time fee and you have it for life, versus with TradeSyncer, it's a monthly subscription and it gets very expensive. Plus, it's much more difficult to control your trades. If something goes wrong with TradeSyncer, there's so little you can control. Yeah, you can flatten the trades, but sometimes it lags and you just never know. Versus with NinjaTrader, you could see your trades, right? So you could just manually exit. We had a trap right there and I didn't take it. See, that's what sucks. It's like I don't take the right trades at the right time. Someone said earlier that they're having a issue with activating accounts. Someone said that earlier in the stream. It's like a dev error thing. Am I going to try funding ticks? No, because they have 10-second scalping rules. I'm going to send it. I'm going to be pissed if I lose, but don't look for too much profit, just a little bit. And I'll let one go. I could get 10 points on 2 contracts, and I'll let one contract. This is a Top Step eval. All right, and break even on the rest. Then we'll see how far it could go. Maybe we could get a squeeze for like 50 points. You're definitely going to hit 1.2 million in payouts by end of the year? No, no shot. Yep, that did not work. See Discord main chat. Ooh, should I get some popcorn before I read? Ooh. Top Step is great. But don't tell anyone. Oh, this is great.
Like I said, it stopped me.
Wait, it just hit 10 and didn't liquidate us.
We have it's a slight, we don't tell anybody, but it's a slight there. Why did it just close out right now? Why did it just close out right now? All right. Oh, what it
Yeah,
closed out right
I got
there,
stopped out
26.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! Oh, just
Oh.
like I said, it stopped me.
Wait,
This
just hit 10
is
and
a
didn't-
meme.
Oh, just
Patrick is gonna have a freaking. Patrick is gonna have. Oh, I gotta send it. I'm gonna text Patrick. Oh yeah, this is a meme right there. How is trading going?
like I said, it stopped me.
wait, it just hit 10 and didn't liquidate us.
We have it's a slight, we don't tell anybody, but it's a slight there. Why did it just close out right now? Why did it just close out right now?
Yeah, they're. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's old. I thought it was today. No, I know. I just thought this was happening during the sell-off. That's all. Someone just sent me videos of. But it's pretty funny how like they're all down in the day. I like Top Step, but I don't use Top Step X. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day. I was supposed to end the stream much earlier, but then we had some news. I've traded all my accounts, all my funded accounts, traded pretty much all my evals I need to trade. Having a great day. Don't want to waste all my day. When I have 8 events this weekend, I know I'm going to be fighting for time when it comes to it. You know, when I do errands now versus when I do errands at 4 o'clock, I mean, even at 3 o'clock with school traffic, I think that's done though, right? I think school's done. So maybe that's going to be gone at least. But you know, after 4 o'clock, you know, trying to make a trip to Home Depot or this or that or to Micro Center, you waste so much time. And every time I drive in traffic, I thank myself for being a self-employed business owner and not have to deal with commuting to work. That alone would drive me nuts right now. The sum of today's profits is $13,395. Now, is this gross and this is net? I don't know if that's how this works. Maybe? Probably, yeah. So it's 12,965 net after commissions and 17,899 with evals combined. But I don't count evals. I don't even count this as profit. Like, I didn't make $12,000 today, guys. I'm not going to be making a video how to make $12,000 in one day, trading 25 ticks at a time, because it's not $12,000. Okay, it's just some profit towards payouts. That's all it is. Until the payouts are paid, it does not count. Unless you're on the live account or you're on Take Profit Trader. Once you're on Take Profit Trader, then what I made today is what I get to take out. So I get to take out from Take Profit Trader, day number 32 in payouts in a row, $375 times 2. So it's going to be like roughly $600 after 20% split. That's called a LDQ summary. It's $75. I think you could use code Alpine. I think that's what he created for $25 off. So it'll be $50. I'm not affiliated. I don't get commission. It's just in my Discord. That's what he created. However, QUANTOWER is going to be adding this similar thing natively on the next big update. However, is it going to be as detailed? I'm not sure. Is this worth $50? 100%, because it's $50. It's 2 evals, right? And look, now instead of going to a copy trader, taking out accounts that are waiting for a payout, accounts I don't want to trade, you know, none of that anymore. Go here, lock it, can't trade this account anymore. Right? I could have it in a copy trader, but it's not going to trade. So it just makes it easier to just get rid of the accounts you don't want to trade without always messing with the copy trader and then forgetting. But I did forget to unlock. So I'm getting used to this. Got to get, you know, there's got to be a time frame that you get used to things. But I did forget to unlock 2 accounts on Friday. So I didn't trade 2 accounts or even 3 accounts that I should have traded. All right, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Great stream today. A lot of fun lessons, and hope you guys are killing it. Market seems to be rebounding right now, so definitely more potential for profit. But again, I traded all my accounts already. You know, I could trade the smallest PA accounts, but is it worth it? Is it worth risking any profit from today for a little bit more profit? And at the end of the day, it's already 1:30. Like, I've been in front of the screen since 9 o'clock. It's time to move, time to go get a workout in and go get prepped for work, because I have 8 events this weekend and I am not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it. I just made potential $12,965 today in 4 hours, and most of it, like 11,000 of that was in the first minute of the open, and that's gonna take me all weekend to make, which is still crazy, right? It's still crazy. I'm blessed, but I have to work all weekend, all week basically, like 40, 50 hours to make that same 10 grand DJing this weekend. I don't even know if I'm going to make 10 grand. It's going to be like 8 grand, I think. When it's true, it will lock. So it's a lock. So if it's true, it's locked. And now I won't trade. I could test it for you. So this is an eval. So this is this eval. So if I look what's going to happen here. Watch right there. If I hit true, boom, locked. See? I can't. Trading is locked. False, unlocked. And you could do that with QUANTOWER natively. You don't need this to do that on QUANTOWER. The easiest way to do it, is there a way to do it here? No, I think the easiest way to do it is in this. So like in your account info, one at a time. But that's one account. You know, it's a pain to manage. What a big sell-off into massive rip, and got it again. Got the bottom again. Sold it way too soon. But I'm glad that I was able to. So let's just see. I should just make a recap instead of talking about this now. I should just make a video, which I probably will. Maybe I'll just go make a video right now. Should I make a video how I caught these reversals? Because I literally got the bottom here, and I got the bottom here. Now let's just find those trades. So right there was one. Same setup here, and then same setup right here on account. I don't know which account it was though. $413. Same exact setup, guys. Oh man, same setups and going straight up. Wow. I try not to, rat trader, I try not to focus on that because right now there's bombing and the market's going up. So why am I gonna worry about the news when I don't really know what's gonna happen? I just trade the price action the same way, and I'm not trying to predict the market long term. I'm trying to predict it for a couple of minutes. So overthinking it, but what a beautiful move. My goodness. I have a lot of FOMO, guys. Definitely a good time to end it. Good time to end it. I'm having FOMO. We're right back to the highs. Beautiful support. Two-legged pullback. Straight back up to the highs. I mean, if I just take a trade like this and let one contract go, that's $4,000. If I do that on Take Profit Trader, I mean, that's crazy. But how do you hold? You can't. You got to take the trade, set your stop, and walk away. There's no way to hold this if you're watching it. You got to walk away. which is impossible when you're streaming. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, you have to be past drawdown. Yeah, that this would only be on. But again, then you take a trade like this. How's it going to affect you moving forward? How are you going to be satisfied with a $200 trade next time, right? You take a $4,000 winner, and all of a sudden $200 doesn't mean anything anymore. So you're going to always try to go for more. And I've made all my money making $200-$300 per contract. Not even. What am I even talking about? I made like $130 per contract. But guys, I'm on pace for breaking my second best month ever, $56,000. Today, at the end of the day, we'll be at $49,000. Tomorrow, if I win, I'll be able to request $27.50 from Elite Trader Funding. I should be able to request, this week has to be a green week in order to even think about breaking the record. But it's all because last week, guys, if I didn't blow up last week, this could have been a $70,000 month. Like I said it was going to be like my second best month, 56,000, 60,000 maybe. But now I'm potentially getting there with the blow up. So if I didn't blow up, I blew up like easy $10,000 in payouts. Easy. Have a great rest of the day. We all know you can do it. You mean go to the gym? Yes, I'm going to try. All right, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. I have FOMO right now, so I got to walk away. But it's fine. Good day. Can't be much better than this. I guess I could have made a little bit more profit. But overall, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's enough. Yeah, exactly. There's got to be a line in the sand where it's like, where it's too much, where are you pushing too much, and stick with the goals. I've learned the hard way that once you make a lot, it's hard to be satisfied with the base hit afterwards. So if you make a lot in a day, next day, it's hard to be satisfied with a small amount. That's your regular amount. The only thing I wish I could do today is obviously get a little bit more profit on the smaller balance accounts. But I only have a couple of those. I have a Lucid that's small balance. And I have 2 Apex accounts that are smaller. Technically 1. Depends how you look at it. Bullnox is looking okay. Everything's looking good, guys. Everything's looking good. Just got to keep growing accounts. I really got to get Tradify accounts, Top Step accounts, and My Funded Futures accounts soon. And Trade Day. Trade Day, somehow I got to do it as well. All right, guys. I'll see you all on Tuesday. Be safe. It's definitely a crazy day, and be safe out there, guys. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll try to make a video today. I promise. I'll try. I'm not promising a video, but I promise to try. Later, guys.